I've totally been putting cinnamon in my coffee. Yeah. That has nothing to do with this video. But I am so glad you're here, that you clicked on. Thank you so much. My name is Julia Johnson. I am a writer and now a vlogger. I just started VLOGMAS 2 days ago. This is my third YouTube video. I'm so excited. What? I'm so excited. I am, I'm on fire, and I'm so grateful for this beautiful, challenge that I'm giving myself. So now that you're here, I need you to do 2 things for me before we jump into the video all about friendships. Is I need you to like this video, subscribe, get those notifications so you'll know when your girl is dropping a video every day this month in December. I'm a little late because I started on December 3rd, but we're still gonna roll with it. We're gonna still consider it all a part of my YouTube Vlogmas journey. And really, making these videos, they're all about self-care, self-love, particularly for women of a certain beautiful age that are over 40. I just turned 41 yesterday on December 4th. So I realize it's just not that many people on YouTube that are talking about self-love, self-care, and really trying to really build community with women that are Gen Xers. Like, we are such a dope group, and I think we're always taking out of the conversations about just society. It's all about Gen Zs, millennials, and even baby boomers get more love and shine than us Gen Xers. So I just want to talk to us. But at the same time, it doesn't matter how old you are. If you're a woman and you want to be empowered and get your life, I'm just going to be dropping mad gems all about, like I said, self-care, self-love, because at my age, I have been through it. And I feel like I should just share this wisdom. So the more that we like, the more that you share, the more that subscribe, the more women get hip to the tea. So we're going to start with friendships today. And I realize it's going to need to be several videos. I think it'll be a video 1, 2, and 3, because it's all about, how to deal with friendship breakups. And I think the best way to start, because I'm trying to keep these videos fairly short, around 10 minutes. I think the best way to go about diving into this is me share some of my own journeys with friendship breakups over the years. So it can give you more context of what I suggest that you can do to deal and heal from friendship breakups, because I really think they take a good chunk of healing. I think we put so much energy over how to get over, your man dogging you out and treating you like trash, or woman, or non-binary. But really, friendships take such a chunk of our souls, and we really need to be intentional about healing from them. When they dissolve, they're no longer, they break up, and it's hard because you think, oh my gosh, the person that I've told all my secrets to, or that I just got into all this crazy trouble with, even illegally, or I don't know, maybe that's just me. But when you have a really good ride or die friend, you get into some crazy shit. And sometimes it's on the up and up, and sometimes it's not. And you have to confront and reconcile that that person is gone. That person is no longer that guiding force in your life. They're no longer that rock. They're no longer just that daily staple in your life. Or even if it's not even a best friend, because it's real to mourn. I'm personally kind of mourning a friendship that I thought was really going to blossom and butterfly. I'm realizing that it's not. I met this person this year, and I thought we were going to have an amazing friendship, and I just realized I'm not really someone that she's, jazzed about. I'm not someone that she's going to say, I need to really make sure I always have a close tie to Shalia, and it's okay, but does it hurt? Absolutely, And so to quickly dive into a couple of my stories is that, and the reason that prompted this is that yesterday on my birthday, I got a DM from my old best friend. I was friends with this person for 13 years. I mean, I consider this woman like a sister. And then in 2017, we just stopped talking. You know, I could tell that I think I was pushing her buttons, that I was asking some big questions of her, and I just don't think she was ready for those questions. And and then I think, you know, me being a Sagittarius, we just kind of always tell it like it is. But I feel like I'm always very like with some sugar on top type person. I'm not brutal. I'm not like, girl, get your life. And like, bitch, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not like that. But I definitely feel like I just am always honest with people. And I think, you know, that just wasn't, it just got to a point where, no, girl, like, and I think that that person also just, you know, had her own, like, wounds that she was dealing with, just like I had my own wounds that I was dealing with. And I think at a certain point, you know, the last thing you want to do is answer a lot of tough questions when you dealing with some heavy shit. And I own my part in that. And that goes a part of your healing process when friendships break up, is you have to own your part in that. But have I taken a long time to mourn that friendship? Absolutely. And did I ever think I would ever hear from that person ever again? Absolutely not. So I was quite shocked, but it was kind of refreshing. And I'm open to seeing, I don't know, maybe we could at least have a chat as far as just like, hey, catching up. You know, I'm not going to be like, you got to be my best friend again, like ASAP overnight. But that's my biggest friendship breakup, was a friendship of over 13 years that just dissolved. We like just kind of ghosted each other. And it was very heartbreaking. And I had to get intentional about healing that. And then I had a friend back in 2018 that I thought was a friend of mine for a long time. But I used to do all of her photography for her and write for her. She has like a little fashion line. And I don't mean like little, like it's insignificant. I just mean like it's a small company, right? And I realized that she just really only valued me for like being able to be her like photographer, writer, homegirl. You know, it took a certain experience for me to realize this person does not value me. They don't see me as a friend. You know, they just see me as a resource, really. And that was hard. That was really hard. And then the third situation was actually with a man. I've lost two men friends that I've had for a long time, but this one particularly was a gentleman that I just knew he was my soulmate, like even romantically. I just knew he was my soulmate. I always knew we were friends for a long time, and I always knew if we gave romance a shot that we would probably like be like the most amazing bomb ass couple. Like we would, because he's creative too. He's a, you know, I know he's gonna be like the next James Baldwin. Like I love this man, and I have struggled because this happened fall of 2019, so right at a little over a year ago, and I kid you not, I still mourn this man, but I'm intentional about the mourning. And you know, we did give romance a shot briefly, and it just didn't work, you know, and it was hard. That was really hard, and I felt like I lost a soulmate. I lost a best friend. I didn't even mourn the romantic part of him that much. It was more so just like, he used to always feel like home whenever I would talk to him. And then romantically, you know, his communication wasn't great. You know, I'm thinking, you were always such an amazing communicator. And then we give romance a shot, and it's like, you're like, I don't know what to do. You know, the communication wasn't there. But I own my part, the fact that I should have maybe, you know, looked at what was going on in his life at the time before even deciding to give romance a shot, because I just didn't think he had the space. And hell, I didn't either. My best friend was dying. I made another best friend actually after the other friendship ended in 2017, and she was diagnosed with cancer and she was dying. And so I was just going through a lot. We were both going through a lot, and I just, you know, but how it ended was the most hurtful part, because he told me I was selfish, and I was like, I'm not selfish. Like, are you kidding me? Just because I'm saying, hey, I don't think this is gonna work. I don't need any more drama in my life, right? Or hardship, really, than I already have. So, you know, that's part of my friendship breakup stories. And so this is what I'll leave you with for the end of this first video, is that when friendships are dissolving, one, you always know. Just like a romantic relationship, you always know when you're breaking up. You know when the relationship is unraveling, it's dissolving. Even if that person just ghosts you all of a sudden, or they ask you for a divorce out of the blue, or, you know, they pop up with a whole nother girlfriend on Instagram and didn't tell you about it. That's happened to me. You know, there's always red flags. There's always signs that this is not gonna last. Friendships are no different. And I think when that's happening, you have to just be honest with yourself, and you have to look at the situation for what it is right in front of you. You have to own that this friendship is dying. This friendship is unraveling. And you have to say, okay, this is what I know to be fact. This is how I'm feeling about it. And just embrace that. It's about getting honest with yourself. That is the first step. Get honest about what is in front of you. If your friend has been ghosting you, if your friend has been flaking on you, if your friend is not holding space for you when you are going through some hard times, or if they're not celebrating you when you're on the up and up, when you got good stuff going on, you have to look at where they're at and say, this is an indicator of how they are going to be a friend to me and how they're being a friend to me. And that's the best step is, and even when you do have that massive blow up, if you have that kind of friendship breakup where you fight it out and you're like, girl, bye, I'm done. Like, we ain't gonna be friends no more. I'm blocking you, you know, like, it sucks, but you have to say, okay, this is where the chips have fallen, and this is the writing on the wall. So that's the first step. And to healing it, actually, is just being really honest about what's in front of you. So I will be back tomorrow to share the second step of how you can heal and deal from your friendship breakup. And then I'm definitely going to do a third one, because as talking, I realize that's it. So peace, subscribe, like, comment before my video stops.